Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Woo! Woohoo! Happy Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Today. Do you need your Adderall? Yo, Megan is bent over backwards, digging through her bag. It sounds like rats are scraping at a wall.
Mott packed my bag.
Oh, is that why he was apologizing earlier?
Yeah, but I asked him about my lunch before because he packed my bag because he now
What a
works
sweetheart.
remote, which is fantastic for me. He did say, holy fuck, I understand what you mean. This shit is lonely as hell.
Oh, I thought you were going to say hot.
No, he works in the garden level, and the garden level is the coolest place of the house.
Does it get muggy? Seems like it would get muggy.
Not really. It doesn't really get a lot of sun. So, like, the issue, he doesn't like that. That it's like, we looked into, like, adding more windows. He goes, but then it won't be cool in there. So, but yeah, he helped me out by packing my bag. We've had a lot of discussions and conversations about my time management is not a choice for me. So, like, if you see me, like, not getting ready, that's not because I chose to not get ready and I chose to be late. It's because I don't know what's going on. And so, like, there is no nagging in that sense. And so he's been helping me, like, he, like, helped me, like, pack my bag. And then I asked him, I was like, oh, is my lunch thing already in? Like, it was our leftovers from last night and I made dinner. And so he put it away. And then he was like, oh, yeah, it just needs to be grabbed right out of the fridge. And then I forgot to grab it right out of the fridge. Well, I'll eat it when I get back. I love, like, an after work, like, leftovers. Mm-hmm. I love leftovers.
I do too. When I cook for a few days and then let it, and all the marinations and the juices, like it all, the flavors.
I have a new recipe for you.
What is it?
My queen Ida Garten has made a pasta that is the pasta of all pastas.
Okay, this is going to be huge if I like it.
So where are you at right now in, like, my current journey with meat is I'm in my ick phase.
Oh, I love meat.
Right now you are in a big meat phase.
I've always been. I've never not been in a big
I don't know, but do you ever
phase.
have, like, you know, sometimes with the eggs, like, people go through?
No, meat is like a staple in my life except for the time where I was like, I can be vegan. I mean, I can be vegetarian. And I did it just to say that I did it. And then I had In-N-Out after 6 months. And then I was very sick. And I was like, this was so fucking good.
So I'm usually, meat has always been my safe food. Mm-hmm. Like, does not upset my IBS. Like, it is usually for most people with IBS. Like, that is like any digestive things, like meat is usually solid. COVID fucked that up royally for me.
That's a texture issue now.
Yeah, and it's like a gaminess. Like, it's some like certain flavors like really messed up. Like, it's like the most common food aversion. So I'm really right now in the hot months, the very select things I can do. So this is a vegetarian dish, but you could definitely add meat to it if you want. So it is pasta, and it seems like a very like low stakes one. You literally start by marinating all of these chopped like cherry tomatoes.
Okay.
So it's like oil, fresh garlic, basil. I think there's another kind of like acid thing in there and some different seasonings, but like truly you just chop it all up. No, you don't have to. I don't fuck with most cold pastas, and specifically cold gluten-free pastas are not the texture I love.
Yeah.
But you let it marinate for at least 4 hours. The juices all come together, and you add that to just plain pasta. You obviously like save some pasta water and mix it up in there, and it's insane. We finish it off, and she does too, but hers is real Parmesan.
I'm just trying to picture this as a warm dish.
No,
it sounds like a cold dish.
It was baffling to me too. I like could not. I think it would be a good cold dish too. Tomatoes, basil, garlic.
See, just that. I mean, I know
that's bruschetta.
Yeah.
No, I know. I was like the whole time I kept double checking, going, "Are we sure this is we serve cold?" It doesn't. I mean, maybe she said that, but we serve it hot.
How do you? Because like. Depending on how long you cook a tomato, it has a different consistency. So how long are you cooking the tomato?
You're not cooking the tomato. The tomatoes are just, you chop them and you
so
marinate.
So what's the warm thing? Just the pasta?
Yeah, but it warms everything up because of the pasta. So you like put it back in the dish.
Seems like a cold. So do you have leftovers with this?
Yeah. So here's the thing.
And when you warm up the leftovers?
We make double of the tomatoes, because tomatoes need to be room temperature covered, marinating for at least 4 hours. And so we usually end up making extra. And so then we just make some more the next day. We add it to that, and it becomes like, you're adding the new stuff. And when you cook the pasta, it's obviously warm and in a warm pot. So you drain, you save some of the hot pasta water, put it back into the same pot, and we add the tomato mixture and the liquid that's there. And then we stir it on up and add some of the hot pasta water, and it warms the whole thing up.
So then is it lukewarm?
No, it's warm enough. But
the thing is, you will eat something cold that's not supposed to be cold.
I won't eat lukewarm food, though. I eat cold food, and I eat hot food. Lukewarm food is absolutely vile. Lukewarm food is like pre-chewed food to me.
I think I would just have to eat it cold. Eat it cold.
You could. Let me look up the recipe. Maybe it literally says like cold pasta salad. But we used that yesterday. I used part of it, but then I did a like pesto one with like corn and stuff. It was not as good as Ida's, and I figured out ways I could like make it better. But I've been really heavily relying on Bonza to ensure that I get protein, because I cannot fuck with meat right now.
Is it the summer garden pasta?
I don't know. How'd you find that so quickly?
I just typed in Ida Garten pasta. It seems like it's right.
I know.
4 pints of cherry tomatoes, oil, garlic.
No, that's not a good picture.
No, I'm not even. I'm looking at the recipe.
No, I know, but I need to find a better picture of it, because that one is a foul picture. Here's this one. So this one, as anyone wants to know, it's on the kitchen, and it is called Ida Garten Summer Garden. Ida Garten Summer Garden pasta is almost too good to be true. And I agree, Jesse, who wrote this August 7th, 2021. I'm going to include it in a vlog soon, because it's just so fucking good. She uses all of the nice ingredients. Like, Ida's like, use good this, use nice this. I'm going to tell you right now, I use middle of, like, very mid ingredients of these, but delicious. We did more basil this time. The last time we didn't do as much. Oh, and there's like roasted crushed red pepper flakes in it too.
Should have some
suspense is killing me.
Tomatoes, the dried tomatoes.
Oh, sun dried.
Like
that'd be really
set
good.
It off.
Yeah,
but cold.
Yeah, no, you could do it cold.
When I see something that says garden,
Melissa, when I tell you, I double check the recipe 15 times, because I assumed, I was like, this has to be cold.
I mean, when I see something that says summer pasta, I just think of it as being cold. Yeah, it does look good. I'll make it.
It's delicious, and we finish it off with
put some
Maldon salt, like the really flaky, like big chunky one. It's
I
so
hate
good.
Salt, so that won't happen.
But you have to have a little salt to taste a tomato.
Yeah, I have salt to taste, but not putting chunky.
Well, as somebody who constantly needs more salt to not pass out, this is a perfect vehicle. And the parm that comes in the shake bottle, I think it's the Veggie Life one. It's the one that's like the green and blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know that brand.
I probably have some in there.
Yeah. So that parm is good.
Yeah, that's when I made that
Mac and
other
cheese?
pasta salad.
Oh, yeah. Is that what you used?
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's one of the cheese. I mean, I miss a lot of cheeses, but that's a cheese flavor I miss, not just a cheese sensation. Because like parm has such a distinct flavor, and it gave me that flavor again. And I was like, oh, okay, fuck yeah, thank you. I'll have to make a sandwich when I get home too. Because I have bread that I need to use, or I guess I can freeze it.
Did you use it? Did you buy that bread I told you about?
I don't remember what bread that you told me about.
I told you about it. It's just like a white bread.
Is it on the podcast?
I sent you a picture of it.
Oh, okay. I'll find it.
It's been a while.
Okay. I'll have to look through all of the shady pictures we sent each other. My favorite is you just sending me all of the Kiki pictures and then going, never mind, you already like this. Never mind, you already like this. Okay.
I was late.
Never mind.
I was out in the
time change
on the beach. That was 3 hours ahead though.
No, but you were on vacation time.
I was on
You were
vacation
on island time. Is it an island?
Yeah, it is.
So many things are islands.
I mean, if you think about it, everything's an island, really. You could just say the continent of the United. No,
that's a really good point.
It connects
Pangea.
to Mexico, though. Goes down. It's all connected. If you think about North America and South America as a whole. Also, I didn't realize how far the Dominican Republic was.
Me
I was
neither,
thinking
I
closer to
when I knew
Florida.
You were going there.
I was thinking closer to Florida, and I was like,
you were on the other side.
I was basically in South America.
No,
I went to Panama at one point.
No, you were like, my lack of knowledge of geography is startling. And seeing that, I was like, holy shit, I wonder if she knows how far away this is.
I really didn't. I didn't look.
Yeah.
I felt so stupid. Like, I never feel stupid. But I just forgot that there would speak Spanish there.
Okay. Well,
just completely.
I'm happy
I had
to say
a lot
that
going on. I finished my script. That script I've been working on. I finished it the day before I left. Whatever, I had to finish it. I finished it. So like my brain was fried.
Yeah.
And I got there and people said hola and I said, oh yeah. But I realized how much Spanish I knew.
That's
I
nice.
was perfectly fine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Are you better at speaking it or
I
understanding?
was better at speaking it.
Oh,
like
we should travel to a Spanish-speaking country together because I'm far better at understanding than I am speaking.
Yeah, I was having I could understand it enough, but I was having full conversations with folks. I was like, guess I just need to be immersed in this.
Yeah, no, that's...
They're like, where did you learn? I said, school, and I was,
Arkansas.
escuela. I said, escuela, and they were like,
Nice. I remember in Ecuador, I would like, people would be like speaking Spanish and I would like be like nodding and listening, and then someone would translate, and then like they would like look at me and they're like, you're picking up on this. Let's keep trying. And I go, oh, okay. I guess I am. But it's hard. Mont's is better. I mean, Mont's pretty good at both.
Just completely. It wasn't either. But yeah, I was like, I should have. If I was thinking, I would have brushed up with Duolingo. But I was fine.
That's impressive. Did you take Spanish in college?
Like for a semester.
No, that's still impressive.
Yeah. And they also take US dollars. So didn't have to change my money over.
See, that's one where my American ignorance, I didn't even think of I was like, yeah, I'm bringing my US dollars.
Yeah, I read a blog before and it was like, don't worry about exchanging your money like at the airport or anything because they take US dollars everywhere.
Oh, wow.
So that was nice.
That is nice.
And it was all inclusive. So I took out $100 cash here. And so I was really just tipping people.
Yeah.
So I have like $20 left and then the rest was just tipping. So it was relatively.
I've never been to any place all inclusive.
It was cool. I'm just like the food was like.
I know the food was lackluster, which is
usually like par for the course with the all inclusive is like.
That's what you're getting is the good food.
Yeah. So like the nighttime restaurants were far better than daytime stuff.
So is that like a cruise where you go on it and like you go to the restaurant and like you just don't have to pay for anything?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What a weird experience. Like I would be like, whoa.
I know. But you can eat as much. Yeah, but you eat as much as you want. They had a buffet. The buffet is what was lackluster, but that was what's open throughout the day. So like the nighttime restaurants didn't open till like 6 or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So you just kind of had to bop around.
Do they have like frozen yogurt machines?
They did.
I think that's like. I think more places need them.
Honestly, I didn't. They had, but then they also had like a separate ice cream bar, like full ice cream. So like, and that was open most of the day. So that was better. I had some. I did. I took my dairy pills. Still,
well, you also were eating gluten.
Yeah, it wasn't every about 3 or 4 times. About 3 times a day, I was in the bathroom, and I was just like, I'm just leaning into it. This is what I'm doing right now.
Welcome to vacation.
Yeah. But what happened?
They canceled.
Why?
I don't know. They just said we've canceled your order.
We ordered some food because Megan forgot her food, and I also do not have any food here because I haven't gone grocery shopping. And they canceled our food, and we've been waiting for.
Do we want to try the one in Culver?
Where is there one in Culver?
I don't know, but it says it'll take 35 to 50 minutes.
Sure.
This is so mean.
That must be new because it used to just be. I would go to the one in Marina Del Rey.
Wow, this one's nice because they let me put in, when you say gluten-free bread, they say preference or I have an allergy.
They did it the other one too.
Not mine.
Mine did.
What? So cruel.
Because I was like, can I change this from being toasted?
Oh, you're trying to do all that. Okay. We'll add the watermelon salad.
It is new.
Maybe they'll be on top of it for us.
Yeah. Like, it looks really nice. Look at this.
Holy shit. They kept the same color scheme.
Yeah.
Okay, add yours. Mendocino Farms is one of those places that, like, I think people think are synonymous, like, with LA. Mm-hmm. And if they come to travel to LA, that is one of the few places that I would say worth a shot, worth going.
Yeah, I like it. I was watching this. There's this kid, and I think he's like might be 18, 19, early 20s. But him and his sister do these like incredible Kardashian.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah. And he's in LA right now and has been for like the last week or so. And he's just going to places that people are telling him. And I'm like, that's not, why are y'all telling him to go to this place? It's not good food.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think a lot of those are very, people get a lot of, and I mean, like, we're both LA transplants, but like a lot of people get LA food recommendations from other LA transplants. And then it's like, they've gotten all of their recommendations from transplants, and like usually people who have not been in the city for very long, so stuff's not as good. But once you finish ordering, I think we need to figure out by using Google what your dream meant, now that I know that my dream of my leg getting amputated means that I feel like I can't move forward with a decision. But really, I think it's because I'm afraid my toenail's gonna have to be removed. Okay, so then you have to look up, what does your dream mean? What does my dream mean if I'm friends with a celebrity? I have to say that, like, I know everybody, like, no one likes to hear about other people's dreams, allegedly. But I always thought that, like, your dreams don't, like, really mean anything. And I had said that before to, like, my therapist. My therapist was like, if you ever have, like, a crazy, weird dream or something like that, she's like, I love unpacking those, like.
Oh, interesting. Maybe I need to go to your therapist.
Oh, yeah, she's great. But she was like, I love like unpacking them. She goes, sometimes they mean absolutely nothing. She's like, sometimes like they are in reference to like what you watched the night before. But she's like, sometimes too, she's like, if you're having and like that, she was one of the people who said that to me. Like, if you're having dreams of, like, a lot of my dreams would be like, if Mats is watching something, I would just dream the movie he's watching. And she goes, okay, so you're not sleeping well. So like, that's an indicator of something. But she was like, I always find them interesting to unpack, not as like a cause or representative, but just to bring up a new idea to something. And a lot of people, she was like, a lot of people are receptive to hearing that their subconscious, like having their subconscious speak to them through dreams. And I told her about how I had a dream about this person who wanted to kill me. And I was like, well, what do you think that means? She looked at me, she goes, I think you think they want to kill you. And I went, facts, fair, you're right.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is exactly how I feel. And she goes, yeah. And I think that's a fair assumption. So what does yours mean?
So mine means, the thing is, most people look up to famous personalities. No.
Most looks down upon them all.
This means that you have a high self-esteem and confidence. You see yourself objectively and value your self-worth.
That's facts.
Another good thing about this dream shows that you give importance to your friends in real life. You
do.
have that one or two true friends that you feel proud of. You benefit greatly from this friendship and appreciate having them in your life. So if you're dreaming about being friends with a celebrity, express your heartfelt gesture for the friends you have. Megan, I love you.
Oh my God, I love you. Look at this one too. Dreaming of being friends with a celebrity is a good omen as per dream meaning and interpretation. It's a sign that you will see change of luck and fortune.
Well, those were years ago. And I guess I did at the time.
Look at you now.
Now I'm not dreaming. I'm dreaming about exes now.
Uh-oh. Dreaming of being friends with a celebrity and then you wake up tensed, confused, or sad might mean you face scandal or public pressure. Something you did might result in shame or embarrassment. I think this is not a real website, though.
Well, 2 nights ago, I dreamed about an ex. It was very realistic, and we were happy.
Ooh.
And I was like,
Spooky.
I woke up. Yeah, I was like,
And
what
like,
is this? And then I immediately went and looked him up on social media.
Was he married?
No.
Was he happy?
Yep. He's got a girlfriend.
Did you message her and be like, I just want you to know that I did have a dream about him. So
No.
like you should check in what his subconscious is doing.
I did not.
No, okay, so hear me out. Has there been a movie, there has to have been, that like you are people who keep meeting in dreams? Like you don't know each other in real life, but like you know each other in your dreams, and then you meet in real life and you're like, no, I know you. You know what I mean? It's like you and my thought process, if you meet Khloe Kardashian, like you'll have like, hey, my bestie. Like you have an entire relationship in life and dreams.
Maybe.
Let's write that.
Yeah, we should write that. We have to add that to the list of things that we're writing. But
Let me write
I
it
want
down.
to seriously like start. So.
I'm down. Oh my God, I just typed in shows. Melissa, I have the most unfucking hinged. What? What was I? Oh, people who have the same dreams and meet in their dreams. I want you to know that when I type in shows, I will let you know afterwards what the first thing that pops up is, what notes. But this one, it just says divorce through exorcism. What? That's literally all the note says. What does that mean, Megan? Look at you in your dreams. You're becoming. You need to like try and get those dreams back. I need to figure out like what good omens.
Well, I can't even say that. I haven't taken any sleep supplement in
rub
like
it in.
I know. I'm just saying like
That's
in
impressive.
months. I've taken like I have some magnesium that I just kind of take like in the day because it's not like a knock you out. It's like you can take 1 to 4, and I kind of take it because it has pre and probiotics in it. So I'll take like 1 in the morning or whatever. But I haven't been doing any sleep stuff.
That's so nice.
And that's never been the case for me ever.
Yeah,
in
we no
life.
longer share this.
Yeah,
You're cured from our sleep issues.
it's so weird.
Are you sleeping fine now? Mm-hmm. So
But I'm still having dreams though.
So it's not deep sleep. You know what I'm going down the rabbit hole of? The symptoms of sleep apnea in women.
My mom has it, so.
Because apparently one of them is frequent, vivid, and regular dreams and not so much snoring. And I was like, oh, let me check that out. So
We did talk about going to sleep therapy, and you were like, I don't want to go.
that you can do it at your house now.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can do that. But a CPAP machine, I'm going to be like Barbara. So I'm wondering, do you think I can reverse engineer dreams so I can look at dream meanings, find the ones that have the best meaning, and then try and dream about those things?
Seems like a form of manifestation.
I can't believe you would use that accusation at me. That's like so fucking offensive. No, like I'm thinking, you know how people are like, ooh, optimize, hacking your sleep, hacking your routine. what if I girl bossed it? And it's like, you know,
Girl boss, manifestation, all goes together.
but here's the
Keep
thing.
going.
So
Next thing I'll hear is MLM.
let's start one. No, but like, so I can like control my dreams when I'm in them, but like to an extent. I can like try and wake myself up from a really bad dream. I can like, if something bad is going on, I can be like, okay, pivot. What are you looking at?
I have a book about dreams, and I'm trying to see where it is. Keep talking though.
Okay. And I was like,
it might be something about that in this book.
So I have zero desire to like astral project and like, I don't know, any of that shit. So really what happens for me is like, as a kid, if I wanted to, I can like, and I'll do my best. I always try and think of like positive things before bed, or I'll be like, I want to dream about this. I want to dream about this, like, you know, maladaptive daydreaming. I'll try and do that as like the intro to my dream of the night, but it will always end up in a nightmare. And then I can usually like mitigate the damage of my nightmare, at least wake up from the nightmare and try not to fall back asleep right into it. So there's some control going on there, but I'm thinking that if I could have the destination that I want to get, the results I want from it, does that still count as having that dream and then having it happen for me?
There's a lot of work that went into what you just said.
Lucid dreaming, yeah. This is what it is.
But maybe.
Okay, because Melissa just handed me the book. It's called A Field Guide to Lucid Dreaming. Did Jared get you this? I feel like Jared was into this.
My friend Quinn got me that.
So I'm okay with the first 2 bullet points on here. Open doors to creativity and insight, remember dreams and diffuse nightmares. And then we have fly, shapeshift, and reconnect with loved ones. Hard fucking pass. Hard fucking pass on all of those things.
Yeah, we're focusing on the first 2.
Okay. So, yeah. This is the thing, though. The lucid dreaming, maybe if there's a component about lucid dreaming that you're like can control a little bit of it, like you can... Because usually what happens if like I'm controlling my dream, like so like relatively lucid dreaming in that sense, but I'm in a bad spot. And so then I make a choice, but then no matter what, my dream goes, fucked up, you did it wrong, you picked wrong. Like there is no real true escaping from it. I can do my best to eliminate some of the bad, but it will not be, it's not a choose your own adventure where it ends in sunshine and rainbows. The least disturbing dreams I've had have been the having gangrene in my leg and having to amputate my leg, and then my friend Jerry getting pregnant. And Mats goes, so that was just a dream, that wasn't a nightmare. And I go, well, it was like very traumatic, and we were like living in a shed with like no running water, and there were like no lights, and like we weren't sure if the baby was it was like really bad.
I need you to when you make TikToks, I need you to comment on my comments because I said, what friend got pregnant?
Oh, Jerry,
because
I post TikToks and then I never look at them.
The thing is like,
I would tell you if I texted her, bitch, I'm sorry. I texted her immediately and I said, I had a dream you're pregnant. If you've recently had sex, go get a pregnant. Like if this was to you, I would have done the same thing.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Oh my God, I would never in my life have a dream that one of my close friends was pregnant. I'm not gonna, an acquaintance. If I had a dream an acquaintance was pregnant, if I had a dream that some girl that Leo was like, if I had a dream that Leo got a girl pregnant, even if I did not know the girl's face in my dream, I would be like, hey, heads up, just to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting on that info.
Okay, good.
Plus, I would never.
Okay.
It would never.
The pool of friends is small, so I had to ask. But there is a section that's called, so what is an intention? So it's talking about intentional sleeping. So
oh my God, like acting 101.
And then the power of thought. So this is what you're talking about. And it does say, have you ever heard of athletes mentally rehearsing as an important part of their practice? Well, it's possible that this isn't superstitious. Science is finding out some pretty interesting stuff, proving just how influential the mind can be over its surrounding. So I think it is talking about what you're saying is like, dream it and it will be.
You know, I think as long as this book doesn't jump and goes, have you heard of the woman who dreamed herself free of certain ailments? And it's like, okay, that didn't happen. You know, maybe I'll try it out.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what you want. This is exactly what you want.
It just like has,
and it talks about how to set the intention. Yeah. But this is saying like, it doesn't work if you aren't working the muscle. So if you're working the muscle, saying wording is key, feel it, see it, expectation, make it your dominant thought.
Oh my God, this is an acting book. This is genuinely an acting book. You know what I think?
And then it talks about somebody who said, I caught a big one. It's this person dreaming of flying. But it's saying I caught a big one as in like you dreamed what you wanted and then it happened.
Oh, I thought they meant that they caught like a really big wave and they surfed in their dream.
Well, does say like a fisherman reeling in a fish.
Okay. As opposed to
dragging it through the water towards his boat.
It took 4 people to write this book. I'm sorry. I'm sure that it's like based in, I'm not actually sure it's based in science or anything, but I'm like, just pals.
Yeah, just pals. Having thoughts. Probably got high.
Yeah, a little popcorn writing.
Yeah. So I think you should read this.
I think I should read it too. You know what my therapist would probably say though? She would probably say, maybe you can't relax in your dreams because you avoid all of your problems so heavily when you're awake because you only want to catch good vibes that you're having to work out everything in your subconscious. And to that I would say, Sarah, you paid a lot of money to be so right. It's offensive. I know. I think I also need to get into my remembering my dreams. I remember all my dreams since childhood. I have this one vivid dream. I used to have one about a Loch Ness monster living at my school, and I had to like run and escape from it. And my crush was there, Kyle. I used to call him Pipsqueak. He's approved me using of his name because I used the name in the book, and I asked him on Facebook Messenger. I was like, "Can I talk to you? Like, refer to you by name?" And he goes, "I would love that, thank you." And I remember like that was like the first dream that I remember having like a running dream, and I couldn't.
I have running dreams all the time.
But I'm too slow, and it was like awful.
Oh, I'm
but
always too fast, and I can't catch up to my legs.
Like
this is
your body separates?
Yeah, like it's like I'm going and I can't stop.
Whoa, we have
now I gotta look this
opposite,
up.
Melissa.
Yeah, that's
mine
wild.
is like I can't like I'm running as fast as I can, but it's like my legs are cinder blocks. And so mine was set at my school, but then it transformed into this camp with this big pool. And I remember this pool specifically because my dad used to run a summer camp for like at-risk youth, and they had this big pool, but the pool was like it might have been a natural pool in my memory, but like you couldn't see the bottom. It was like a pool style lake-ish pool. Maybe it was just a lake, but it looked like a lake. And I remember being like, oh my gosh, you can't swim in that. That's like so gross. And so that was where the Loch Ness monster was in my dream. And then another reoccurring dream I had that was a reoccurring one I had all through, I think, kindergarten and like through elementary school. And then another one I had through elementary school reoccurring all the way through probably high school was I had a dream that it was like Peter Pan and Wendy and all that. And I was like one of the people, like Wendy and her siblings. And Peter Pan like comes to the door, like to the window, and we like hop out of bed and we all go. And instead of us like flying, we're in like one of those kind of like janky like kind of rides where we're all in different carts. And so there's like 2 by 2 by 2, and it breaks down, and just my part, I'm at the end, it falls off. And then I fall into the forest full of wolves, and then a wolf bites off my finger, and I look at my finger and my finger's hollow. Here's the issue with my dreams, Melissa.
What?
I can't ever like when I told some of my therapist about these, she was like, yeah, these, I was like, I've never been able to find the meaning. She goes, these are incredibly specific. So like a wolf bit off my finger and it was hollow.
I think you gotta break it down.
I know. I think it's like
you gotta break out each individual.
I think like falling from a sky. I've always had that one reoccurring. And then that one got real fucking bad when that became like something in my life that was like adjacent, that it was a traumatic thing that happened to somebody else. And it was like, oh, now I'm dreaming of this. And then another one that was like, this is the only like good dream I've ever remembered. And this was like, it was a dream. This is so like people like, I had a dream. I was a rock star. I had a dream of this. The best dream I ever had. The only good dream I've ever had that I've remembered, it was also in elementary school that I had this dream. And it was a dream that they brought pizza to school, and I ate pizza at school. That was
a dream?
That was the best dream I've ever had, that I ate pizza at school. This is before I was, you know what? It actually should have made some more sense to me, because I remember being so excited and I woke up so disappointed that I didn't have pizza, but I wasn't a big pizza kid. So like I didn't like pizza day at school, but this dream pizza was the best pizza ever. And then I woke up and there was no pizza.
Hollow finger is a dream thing.
What's it mean?
It stands for the path towards your life goals. You're acknowledging your own beauty and emotional appeal. A situation or relationship will be made clear to you, or a positive spiritual experience will fill you with warmth and love. The dream is an indication for a simpler way of life. You are always opening yourself up to criticism.
How could I have a simpler way of life than being 5?
I don't know.
And I'm opening myself up to criticism at 5?
It's a flow of emotions you were holding back from.
I don't remember. That was around, it might have been around the age that I stopped pooping.
Yeah.
No, well, I think I was a little younger than that when I first had that dream. Because I would have had to see Peter Pan to have like had a little bit of that knowledge of that there. The first time I saw Peter Pan, though, I think I saw the play, not the movie, which is probably actually why we didn't fly out. We were in a trolley cart because there was no flying in the play that I saw. So I just assumed how you get from one place to another is in a car style thing.
This website has a completely different meaning.
Yeah, what is that dream? Hollow finger dream.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one say?
This one said that you're in distress, that you will come in disguise of distress will come in disguise of happiness. Your actions and anger affect those around you, even though it may be direct at them. You are not going anywhere despite your hard work and efforts. Your dream stands for confusion of chaos in your life. The dream is trying to warn you of some accident.
Facts.
When'd you get stepped on by the horse?
Oh, I was a little older than that. So that was like deep in middle school. And I think I got stepped on the horse probably 6th, no, probably 7th. No, elementary school. I had that dream around that same time, but it was not the first dream that I had. What about Loch Ness Monster dream? Loch Ness Monster. And this is the part that's so awful. I was dreaming that this happened at my elementary school. And then it says like, okay, just go back to school. And we had a creek at my elementary school. Mm-hmm. And so like it all would look the same. And like, so the vast majority of my dreams, especially now as an adult, and I'm sure they did as a kid too, but I remember them obviously more now. 99% of them start off me waking up in my bed, the bed that I went to sleep in the night before, in the same pajamas. You know, it's like trying to trick me. Mm-hmm. And I'm going, what are you trying to do, you fucking evil dreams?
Maybe for one of our field trips that we've talked about, we go to a sleep analysis. Like a dream analysis, not sleep.
Yeah, that's
sleep
fun.
Would be too much.
No, we won't sleep. Okay, let's see. The symbolic meaning of the Loch Ness Monster in dreams. Monster may represent a talent or an idea you believe others will invalidate or that will not be understood. And that's all it says there. So I don't know if that's real. You know what I like? I like that this is one of those things that you can just pick your own adventure. There are so many different ones of these. And who decided that this is what these dreams meant? I'm sure in like different folklore and like different cultures, there are different meanings of different things. Like lots of different cultures have different omens. And if you think about it this way, a dream is essentially just an omen in your subconscious if we're unpacking it like that. So certain things mean good luck, certain things mean bad luck. So you can really just pick and choose what you want. Uh-huh. Okay, I like that. This one says, a dream about the Loch Ness Monster or Nessie symbolizes disappointment or misunderstanding in a certain situation or relationship. Okay, so positive dream meanings. What did that mean? Dream interpretations. Dream interpretation list? Dream interpretation list. What about you? Did you have any, like, you obviously don't have to say if it's like traumatizing. I'm not adding in the really, really, really fucked up ones. Mm-hmm. But did you have any like weird reoccurring dreams as a kid like that?
I have a lot of dreams. I did have a lot of dreams. It's not as weird as that, but like I'm in a car and I'm driving, and this was before I could drive, and the brakes just don't work.
Yeah, and you couldn't drive in the dream. Like you were not old enough to drive in the dream?
Not old enough for sometimes, but I'd be in the driver's seat, or I would be in the back, like it's a self-driving car, which maybe I was predicting the future because this has happened. Where I was in a self-driving car and
you had to stop it,
and then I would be like in the back seat trying to stop it, and I couldn't.
Yeah,
I have a lot of falling ones too.
I have a lot of falling ones too.
Wake out. wake up out of it. I hate those.
Question. So apparently you're never like, I saw this somewhere, probably a tweet, so it's probably not real, that like you don't die in dreams. Like you always like wake up before you die. Do you ever die in your dreams?
I don't think I have. Have you?
Yeah.
What were you doing before?
Like if I like fell out of a building and then I die in my dream.
I always wake up before.
I know. That's what most people do. I desperately need to sleep and like learn how to feel my emotions because my subconscious is trying to do it all for me.
I think
that's why I'm so tired all the time.
This book is going to be great for you.
People also keep recommending to me, and it's been so kind because first of all, my therapist recommended it to me and she gave me the big precursor. It's called The Body Keeps Score. And she goes, I think you should read this book. And she goes, but I think she's like, I can't tell you when to read this book. She was like, this is a very hard book to read. I think it'll be helpful. She goes, I want you to like leave whatever does not resonate with you, but like just know that it is a painful one. And I've gotten like dozens, if not like nearly 100 messages from different people who are like, hey Megan, I read this book. It was very hard to get through. I do think it would be really helpful for you. I've had other people and be like in real life being like, read this one. And I think I just need to like go full throttle, read it, read Jeanette McCurdy's book. I keep saying I'm going to start it. I haven't started it yet. And maybe if I can do that, then my subconscious can like relax a little bit. Because it goes, look, she's actually not like, she's attempting. Okay, what is this?
It seems like people do die in dreams. So
okay, that makes me feel better.
Some people just be saying shit.
So water-related dreams can mean you are feeling overwhelmed or unsupported by loved ones. Vehicles and cars. Dreaming about a vehicle tends to mean nothing in particular. However, if you dream about something like a car crash or an accident, it means you have low confidence. I love how they just say this so matter-of-factly. If you dream about... Okay. Never mind. Being trapped, teeth falling out. Have you had that one?
No, but I hear that's very common. I've never had it.
Yep. That one I've had. Babies having children is also common. Animals being chased by something. That's constant. Yeah, so this one says it can mean you're worried about an issue that you have not resolved. I want to see what yours are. Running and can't stop dream.
I did. It said like it was like exuberation or something, like something good is happening.
Wait, why are all of your interpretations
I don't
like
know,
good?
And I don't like that.
Why? I'm telling you right now that I don't think you want mine.
Because the thing is, I'm always trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong.
Oh, and they're like, nothing's wrong, everything's
and when you
amazing.
can never, it's the same thing when I'm at therapy, and they're like, you're fine, and I'm like, I'm not
fine. Maybe your dreams are like, you know what I could totally see happening to you? This is one of my favorite books. Actually, I can't say that now because I read this book one time, this series when I was a teen, like a preteen. So I have no idea if it's held up, but like the concept of it, I've always found so good. It was about this girl who, I think she got struck by lightning and that's how she had these feelings. But her dreams, she would like go to sleep and dream, and those dreams would be either premonitions about other people's lives or things happening in other people's life, and she like couldn't fucking figure it out. And then I might be mixing up two books and combining them together, but regardless, but I found I could see like something like that happening to you, not getting struck by lightning, but having dreams and being like, what the fuck does any of this stuff mean? And then one day, like a Khloe Kardashian, like you see someone and you realize like, oh my God, I've been having dreams about you and your life.
Interesting.
You know?
Me getting struck by lightning could
actually
happen.
When I said that,
because I like to be outside in water, and I had a bathtub on my balcony at the hotel, and I would just go out there butt ass naked.
Wow.
I didn't really bathe in it. I just because it had a little sprout thing, and I'm not sitting in a But it had
vacation baths are personal pools that are just porcelain.
Disgusting, but it did have a little removable handle, so I just
singing like music video. Is there like lightning in Arkansas? Like,
yes.
Is that like one of those places? So like I know on the East Coast, so as a kid I used to go to Connecticut and Pittsburgh to see my grandparents, and specifically Pittsburgh. I remember we would be at like the community pool or whatever, and it would start raining, and I always thought it was so cool that it was summer and it was hot out, but it was raining and we were in the pool. I remember my cousin being like, get out of the pool, and like literally like hoisting me out. And we got out of the pool so fast, and then like lightning struck the pool. And I like did not know that was a thing.
Why was it when I was in the Dominican Republic, they have like at the hotel, like really next to my area, there was like a water park there. And it was raining one day, lightning. Actually, I need to tell you this full story of everything that happened. But it was raining, lightning, and they didn't shut down that water pool. And people were just in there kikiing, having a good time. And I was like,
you have to let the tourists know, because I wouldn't have known if my cousin didn't like
but
hoist
also,
me out.
That means that the people working there didn't shut it down.
I meant that. I didn't mean you telling. I meant that those people. I'm like, when you're a destination, whether it's like you're a travel destination, but like a water park will always be a tourist destination. You have to let tourists know. They do not know.
It's just that, but it's like they were operating the rides and stuff that were in it. Like they didn't stop any of them.
That's so scary.
Same day we went. That was the day we went ATV. So it starts like drizzling while we're coming back in,
muddy,
and then eventually there's a full pour down. The vehicle that we took there was like one of those tourism vehicles that do not have sides on them. There's no
oh my god, what
windows.
Were you wearing?
I mean, it's
An
not
outfit.
just that. Like I had on because the mudding stuff. It was stuff that I could. I just had on like a tank top and whatever. But we had to drive back
Drenched
in the pouring rain as it's coming down on us, like all the way back to the resort.
So you got
and it
off
was
the ATV and then got onto a no sides vehicle.
45 minutes in the rain, pelting down at like a angle. It was awful.
Oh my god, was it cold?
And the vehicle, no, it was hot, but like also there were no seatbelts on this vehicle.
Slidey.
So and my feet, I'm short, my feet not touching the thing.
That's
so
my saving grace.
Gripped. I am gripping.
God, white knuckle.
It was
awful. I didn't even thought about that because for me in those situations, I remember we in Cambodia, they are on those tuk-tuks, like they have a fucking system. So as soon as it starts raining, they have these like plastic things and they hook it up and it doesn't totally work perfectly, but I can dig my feet in specifically to stay there. And I didn't think about how much scarier that would be if you are just going with your upper body strength.
This thing did have the plastic stuff, but they hadn't cleaned it, so it was molded green. And so we were like, we're not going to be stuck in here with the mold. Keep it up. But why aren't y'all regularly cleaning this?
That just means you're not even letting it dry.
Yes.
That means it's raining too much for you to have a water park all season. Wow. That's freaky.
Yep.
That's very freaky. I do love a summer rain, though.
I do love a summer. Like, it was nice. Like, if we weren't
just
driving in it.
No.
If we weren't in a vehicle that didn't have any safety things on it. But I did, like, once we got back to the resort,
in your own way to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it lasted for like 2 hours. There were some other people that were out on a boat. They were doing deep sea fishing.
Oh my God. Well, I'm sorry.
So like as soon as we got back, I don't really drink, but I'm like, I need a fucking drink. So I went to the bar in the lobby, and the people that were deep sea, this man was like, yeah, we were out in the boat and we were deep sea fishing, and the waves came like because the waves are coming before the rain gets there. They were like, we were up and down, up and down. Everybody was throwing up on the sides and stuff. And I was like, good God.
Here's the thing. I feel this way about the ocean. I feel this way about space. I feel this way about technology. I feel this way about horses. These things are not, they're not ours. They're not, this is not our playground. I feel this way about most of the world. I'm like, this place is not our playground. You fuck around, you do something, like, you will never be in control in these situations. No. So like at that point, like, what the fuck do you like?
But I'm also like, why are you deep sea fishing on vacation? You can't take the fish back to cook. So you're really just out there for the sport of it?
That's what I mean. I'm like, if you thought that this was a good way for you to spend your vacation, I'm just going to deep sea fish for fun. To me, that goes, I'm okay with dying. Mm-hmm. That's just, there are certain things that like we just will never have the upper hand in. And so like, I also am a big believer in like, you better hope that like you or your ancestors didn't fuck with someone in another life that you are going to be like the token sacrifice there. Yep. Like you need to, how you treat the earth, the different place, all like anytime I see anyone being like disrespectful, like I'm not a religious person, but you're not going to see me walk into a 1,000-year-old church in Europe and just be like, I'm not going to cover, like, I'm going to like, you're not going to say, no.
Yep.
I cannot ensure that my ancestors do not have beef with somebody else's ancestors. And then I have come in here, I have broken, I have committed an act that is severing a treaty or an agreement that they have made. And then I'm the one, I'm not bringing that back.
Right.
Operate your life that you don't know if your ancestors have curses put on them. You know? I'm not going to contribute to that.
Nope.
Okay, everybody, we hope you enjoyed and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey, guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, are you ready for some real talk and some fantastic laughs? Join me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa DeMonts, for Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong?
We're serving up 4 hilarious shows every week designed to entertain and engage and, possibly enrage you.
And Don't Blame Me, we dive deep into listeners' questions, offering advice that's funny, relatable, and real.
Whether you're dealing with relationship drama or you just need a friend's perspective, we've got you.
Then switch gears with But Am I Wrong, which is for listeners who didn't take our advice and want to know if they are the villains in the situation.
Plus, we share our hot takes on current events and present situations that we might even be wrong in our lives. Spoiler alert, we are actually quite literally never wrong.
But wait, there's more. Check out See You Next Tuesday, where we reveal the juicy results from our listener polls from But Am I Wrong?
And don't miss Fisting Friday, where we catch up, chat about pop culture, TV, and movies. It's the perfect way to kick off your weekend.
So if you're looking for a podcast that feels like a chat with your besties, listen to Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.